Hello everybody. Today I'm going to teach you about nested loops. So what are nested loops? These are loops placed inside other loops to work with multi-dimensional data or create complex patterns. Let's do a Google search, and nested loops in C refer to the practice of placing one loop inside another. This structure allows for iterative processing of data in multiple dimensions, such as one working with 2D arrays or matrices or for generating patterns. How nested loops work. Outer loop executes first, inner loop. For each iteration of the outer loop, the inner loop executes completely from beginning to its ends. This process repeats until all iterations of both the outer loop and inner loops are completed. Types of nested loops. Any type of loop, for, while, do while, can be nested with another loop. The most common combination is nested for loops. So this is an example given by Google, and this is the syntax. You have a for loop and you just make another for loop inside that for loop, and this is how all those nested loops work. And I have written a program for you to understand nested loops. So nested loops in C. So the first loop of nested will print a 3 by 3 grid of stars using nested loops. And here you can say for loops with initialization condition and incrementation. And there is another for loop with initialization, condition and incrementation and prints. So 3 by 3 grid. So when you know 3 by 3 gets, there are 3 rows and 3 columns. So for one for loop will be done for the rows and one for loop for the column. So whenever the for loop, outer for loop runs, the inner column loop prints the 3 stars in column. So the first iteration of outer loop, then all 3 iterations of the second inner loop will be completed. Then the second iteration of the outer loop, then all 3 iterations of the inner loop, then third iteration of the outer loop, then third iterations of inner loop will be completed, and we will be uh, held with a 3 by 3 grid of stars using nested loops. And the second is a right angle triangle of stars. So 5 rows, column, and then the same thing. And I will want you all to practice these on your own to have a very deep understanding of nested loops. And then there is a printing of multiplication table from 1 to 5. So there is a outer loop which will give us I variable for all those 5 tables. So table of 1, table of 2, table of 3, table of 5. And the J for loop will be used for the multiplication, like 1, 2, 3, and all that. And there is a printf statement at the end. And now when I run this program, you will see it's a 3 by 3 grid, and it's a multiplication table: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 4, 8, 16, 20, 25. And if we want to give the numbers till 10, we will just do one thing here. Instead of j less than equals to 5, we will do 10. Now you will see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2, 4, 20, and 5 to 50. So this is how we work with nested loops. And please practice this on your own. Thank you.